What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode. I'm officially back in Texas. My goodness, that trip wore me out. I was gonna go live yesterday, but just decided that I didn't have it in me. I got back around 6 o'clock on Thursday. I left Oklahoma around 6 o'clock in the morning, so right at around 12 hours. My GPS took me around Austin this time. I went through a bunch of little towns and checked out Tucker down in the pond over there cooling off. It is hot. It is like 95 degrees with the heat index of 111 today. So welcome back to South Texas and welcome back to the heat. One thing I noticed when I got back, I instantly looked at my grapevine. Check this out, guys. It is absolutely nuts. Some of the grapes started changing colors. Yes, sir. Look at that. I just have them everywhere. Before I left, they were all green. They're officially starting to turn purple. I think these are Concord grapes. I'll try one out. It's actually pretty good. I think they need to get a little bit bigger. I'll probably start picking them maybe at the end of the month, maybe beginning of June. Nice and sweet. Oh yeah. I might have to have more. If they're that sweet now, I can just imagine about another month or so. Too many nice. That's exactly why I wanted to start planting stuff on the property. I love doing yard work, keeping the yard clean, and going around just picking stuff off, just eating as I go. It doesn't get any better than that. So anyways, one thing I learned with this trip, I need to have a little more fun in my life. The last 2 years has basically just been all work and very little play, and about to turn 40 in August, and just when you're always doing physical stuff, it starts to wear out your body. And what's up, Tuck? But anyways, you can see back here, got the truck nice and set up. Loving the new tires and rims on it. I picked up some gas cans that are hooked up on the back cage over here. They're 1.3 gallons each. They fit nicely up there. Thanks to Jason for making me some new stickers. I had some on there, went ahead and replaced it. Got the new Ford F&R Ranger, got my cold beer sticker, tractor supply, have other stuff inside. Picked up my old cooler that I had, a new water jug. I got some totes. Jason and Danielle let me keep the tent and the air mattress from up there when we went camping. So I had that in one tote, and then I have a bunch of cooking stuff in the other. They had a little, like a little rocket stove type thing that worked really good for heating up coffee. So I went ahead and picked one up at Walmart. I got it for like $15. It's pretty good. So, man, it's hot. Good night. Oh, once again, I was gonna go live yesterday, but I was just worn out from this trip. Like I said, it took 12 hours to get here. I went to bed real early that night, and then I actually slept in. The latest I've slept in probably in the last year, about 7:15 in the morning. I know some people sleeping a lot later, but I'm usually up before the ass crack of dawn. And this morning I woke up, did a little bit of yard work out here. You probably can't tell too much, but got that done. And then I went to sleep yesterday. I think I went to bed like at 1 in the afternoon, just took another nap, and I didn't wake up till about 5 or 6, and then stayed up for a couple hours and then went right back to sleep. One thing I forgot to do was turn my watering system on in my garden area, so some of the stuff has seen its better days, but since I left in 1 week, I see banana peppers, I see okra growing, and I also see some squash. So check this out. Like I said, I need to water this stuff, so don't get at me too much. These already need to be picked. They're getting a little big. So I got my okra, got some jalapenos that are growing in. Those need to be picked. The banana peppers definitely need to be picked. They're nice and big. I probably have, I don't know, about a dozen or so I need to get. Here's some okra flowering out. Never seen it flower before. I've only had okra grow a couple of times. I guess I missed that part of the stage. This is the cucumbers. I need to get them watered in. They're starting to droop. Tomatoes are growing in nicely. Can't even tell where they're at. There's a lot of little tomatoes in there. A couple of bigger ones back there. Not sure on that one yet. And then this over here definitely needs to be watered. Hadn't been watered in close to a week, but check this out. There was nothing here when I left. It was all flowers. Now I got several of them growing in. I think there's a couple more down in there somewhere, if you can see outside these leaves. Got all that going, so that's always nice. I don't know why I didn't think about turning on that watering system. Just forgot, and now everything starts to look like crap. So I'll go in and harvest whatever I can, make sure everything's nice and soaked, and then like I said, I'll go inside here in a second, show y'all what else I got. I just picked up some camping supplies. I already had some. I'm planning on doing a little bit of fishing as well. Let me go inside real quick. The wind is kind of terrible. Stay here, Tuck. You're all wet. Turn off this YouTube. Let's see. All right. So I already had some camping supplies. I needed some new chairs, so I got these right here. They were like $30. They have a little area to hold, I don't know, a drink and some other stuff on the side. And then I have these little bins. I had one as well. Picked up another. Let's see what I got in there. Got some cooking supplies in this one. It's probably a little blurry. Got all the tent stuff in that one. Still need to pick up a few more things. I just don't want my whole life be in this house. I don't like going around places, and if somebody watches the channel or something, they're always saying, how's the house build going? How far are you on the house? And it seems like that's all they want to ask about, and there's more to me than just building. So anyways, love to fish, love to hunt. I might actually go out to the family ranch, depending if the gentleman is out there hunting or not. He pays to hunt out there ever so often, and yeah, so I gotta try to work my way around that. My gosh, it is hot. I forgot how hot it was up there in Oklahoma when we went. For the first 3 days, it was still in like the high 70s as a high. And then I think the day we went camping, it got up close to 90, 92, something like that. And the whole time down here was like 102, 103 with the heat index in the, I don't know, close to like 110 or so. And like I said, it's supposed to be about 111 with the heat index today. The humidity is terrible down here, and that's what makes it so damn hot. It's always about 10 or so degrees hotter with the humidity. So what's up, Daisy May? The dogs definitely missed me. What's up, baby girl? Good girl. Oh, that's your good boy right here, Tucker. Yes, sir. And I would take my dogs with me when I go camping and all that, but they absolutely hate being in a truck or in a car or whatever. They just don't like getting in vehicles, and they love water and all that. That's why I dug that pond out in the front and kept that full for them. But yeah, they just don't like being in car rides. Otherwise I would take them. So anyways, like I said, I got all this stuff set up over here. I had thought about getting a little tent for the back of the truck. Not the tent topper like Jason and Danielle have, just a regular tent that fits in the bed of the truck, but with this rack over here in the back, it doesn't fit properly. So I'll just use that little tent that they have, sleep on the ground. I'll just make sure everything is zipped up whenever I'm not in it. I don't want a rattlesnake or something popping up in my tent. That'd be the last thing I want, especially out at the ranch when I go camping out in the sand dunes and stuff. But overall, very pleased with that trip. Like I said, it made me think a little bit more about taking more of a break here and there and not just working on this damn house all the time. Stay here, buddy. But yeah, with that being said, it feels actually really good in here with the AC. I just have that one window unit over there in the kitchen window. If it's set at 78, obviously it's not that cold in here, but it feels a hell of a lot better than it does outside. And once again, we'll get the mini split system set up at some point. And I'm not going to kill myself trying to get this house built just for a view on YouTube. People's opinions don't matter that much to me. I don't want to just strictly do build videos just because that's what people want to see, or at least on my channel with the DIY stuff. There's plenty of other things that I could do that I really enjoy. This is more of a necessity, and I don't mind building. I like learning and doing stuff. I'm not the best at it, but I try my best to get it done. And same thing with the garden and all that kind of stuff. Just it's stuff I do enjoy, but I don't want that to be the only thing on my channel. And at some point, the build's going to be done, and people may drop off, and I'm trying to bring in more people and a new audience. The channel is South Texas Roots. I'm just coming back down here to where I grew up, and my whole life doesn't revolve around this house. So I think I would really enjoy doing more camping, fishing, hunting, and we live in the perfect spot for it. We have a nice big family ranch with all sorts of animals on it, and then we have the bay over here within 10 minutes. I can go down to South Padre Island, do some tent camping. That is something I've wanted to do for the longest time. I just never got around to it, and like I said, it was an eye-opening experience going up there and traveling and doing that, and I haven't traveled that far in over 2 years. So I really enjoyed hitting the road, doing that kind of stuff, and it just kind of breaks up the whole just doing stuff around here all the time. So anyways, I figured I would just pop in, tell you guys I'm doing good. I spent the entire day yesterday resting. It was a very long week for me, and driving in a truck like that for 12 hours with you're the only driver, I'm just listening to podcasts and stuff like that, it made me very tired. And one thing I will say, with my prosthetic, I have a silicone liner that sits over the top of it, and when I'm not moving my knee a lot, it starts to irritate the top of my kneecap, just the pressure on it. And one thing I wish I would have done was just take my leg off while driving and take the liner off to let it breathe. I did not, and I'm definitely feeling it. Like I said, yesterday I barely moved around. It's just one of those things that if you have a prosthetic, you understand it. If you don't, you really don't understand it all the way. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and call this one a video. I guess I got to do a little bit of edit since I did a couple of takes on here. I'm probably going to go live tonight. Yesterday I was just exhausted and didn't feel like getting on camera and doing all that, even though it takes literally no effort to flip a camera on. But today I think I will. I'm not sure how long I'm going to go live, but it'll be later this evening, depending on how far or how long it takes for this video to get out. I can barely even think right now. So anyways, hope y'all enjoy it. I made it back safe. Stay tuned for that, and I will catch y'all on the next one. Peace. Bye, guys.